So are you independent or codependent with your client base? If you own a business, if you're in sales, if you're a manager, are you independent or codependent? I've got an interesting story coming up here. You're tuned into David Essel's Daily Video Boost, your exclusive online video community giving you thoughts and tips on a daily basis on how to radically change your life. Remember to take notes, don't trust your brain, and do one thing today you'd rather not do. So I got a great story with you, and you're going to have to sit here and listen and decide, am I codependent or independent with my clients? Do you remember that statement forever in customer service relations? The customer is always right. It's absolutely a lie. And let me prove it right now. If you're codependent in relationships with your clients, then that statement you love. The customer is always right. And you fall over backwards to make sure that they're happy, even if they're wrong, even if they're jerks. If you're independent in relationships with your clients, you're able to set healthy boundaries and consequences and stand your ground. So one of my favorite clients is this elite saleswoman out of the West Coast. She has been in a specific business for years, and she rocks the world. She is amazing. Her clients fall over her. They love her so much. She's outrageously detail-oriented. She's a workhorse, and she really cares. She really cares about her client's success. So a number of months ago, she ends up getting a brand new client, and within 30 days, she worked her tail off with this client. She gets an $80,000 sale. The client's happy as can be. She's happy. Her bosses are happy. The owner of the client, everyone's freaking ecstatic. And then one day, the client calls her up and says, hey, I got this new partner I brought into my business, and he wants to look at all the stuff that we bought. And she says, fine. She goes and they meet, and the new partner looks at everything and goes, you know, everything is great except for these 4 little pieces. Can we return them? I want something a little different. She said, absolutely. 7 days go by. The original client calls up and says, hey, just want to let you know I have a new partner. Decided to bring in a second partner into this project, and she wants to meet with you and go over everything. My client says, fantastic. So she goes and she meets, and this woman starts saying, you know what, I think we're basically going to return everything. Imagine that, an $80,000 sale, several weeks already done. The product has already been delivered, and now this new person wants to be the hero, right? And she wants to show her new partner that she knows what she's doing, and she's going to return everything. So I'm talking to my client on the phone. I said, hell no. This is a great example where the client is wrong, 100% dead wrong. So my client, the salesperson, calls up American Express and says, hey, this is what's going on. Do we have to take these products back? And American Express says, no. Product is final. The sale is final. It's been delivered. He agreed, no. He gave you the credit card number. No, you don't have to return it. She asked for a manager. She runs the whole thing by, and the manager says, no, it's a done deal. He can't return it. So she's telling me these things. I said, go to an attorney. She knows an attorney in her state. She calls the attorney and says, hey, this is what's going on. Attorney goes, they don't have a chance in hell. Now, her owner is nervous. He doesn't want to go to court. He doesn't want to have all the hassles, so he's nervous. And the manager is on her side, but he's a little nervous too. So I said to her, this is what you need to do. Create a storyboard. You save your text. You save your emails. You're a rock star when it comes to detail. Go ahead and put it all together in a storyboard. Send it to your owner. Send it to your manager, and send it to the client. You know, this is what we agreed upon. Everything was wonderful. We walked through. You agreed. You loved it all. The second partner came in and said, we want to change these few things. We can do that for you. We will still stand by our side of the agreement. But in regards to returning everything or 90% of it, nah, that's not going to work. So one of the fears that a manager and an owner would have is that it's going to go to arbitration in front of American Express. And I said to my client, great, let it go to arbitration. And her client, you know, threatened to bring an attorney. And I said, great, let him spend his money on an attorney. You have all of these people backing you. You're smart as hell. You work your butt off. Do not back down because the client is wrong. Can you handle that kind of information? Can you stand up to that type of nonsense? I had a client a number of years ago try to pull something very similar over me. She took a life coach certification level 1 with one other person, missed a couple days, told me she was sick. I said, okay, if you're sick, that's legit. I will make extra time at the end of the 10 weeks and take you through what you missed. But from now, go to the other person in the class and get her notes. 3 weeks later, we're talking in one of our sessions, and I brought up what was your illness? What was your sickness? And she fessed up. She was hungover. I said, you know what? You're not going to get any extra sessions from me because you were hungover. You lied, number one. Number two, we don't take hangovers as sickness. That's a choice. So you're going to have to get everything now from the other client. To which she said, okay, and I have it all in a text. This was a number of years ago. I saved every freaking text, right? So at the end of the 10 weeks, she said, I want my money back. And I said, awesome. All you have to do is follow the directions on our website. On the website, it says if you want a refund and you take a course like our life coach training, send in the manual completely filled out. Send a book in completely filled out. I will look through everything. If you applied yourself and you still say you didn't get what you wanted out of the course, oh my God, hell yeah, I'll write a check immediately. This is all via text, right? And I still have the text. Thank God we didn't do it in a conversation on the phone. So all of a sudden she responds back, you're right. I don't deserve a refund. 2 days later, she's on Facebook smashing me, bashing me. It's fine. The client was wrong. I'm going to hold to my guns. So what's the moral of the story? On your website, you better have the protocol of refunds. You better have the protocol of return merchandise. You better have it, and you better be willing to stand up to the pressure of someone saying they're going to bash you and all that kind of nonsense. The client is not always right. It's time to wake up. If I can help you, if you're an owner, a manager, a sales manager, if you work in customer service relations and you need help, go ahead right now. Email me via this video or at our website, talkdavid.com, and we will rock together. Have a great day.